When you see that by himself.
9 and 9.
On the pellet, you know how this guy.
Okay, quick update of the day while I'm walking towards this place. Up $300 from a payout. I was up 1K on the XFA that I'm doing for the funded series, and I dropped all the way back down to 273. Tonight I'm going to go over risk management and how to trade your express accounts. Я дома, я не хорошо. Whatever it is, I don't feel good. But we're going to get on with it. We're going to go do the recap, and not recap, we're going to go do the funded series. Okay, so this is the continuation of the funded series. My progress, first day in the eval. We are up, I don't know how much, I think it was like $276, which, what we need, 5 plus winning days of $200, which I don't know why it's not showing up as that, because this was a winning day of above $200, which is ridiculous. I could just refresh it, it could be something wrong with the website. It has been fixed. Okay, so total of 1 winning day. I'm going to go over the payout rule real quick and then the risk management whenever you are funded. So, oh jeez. Okay. So, what we have here. Traders can request a payout of 50% of their account balance after accumulating 5 winning days per payout request. So, all we need, we just got to make $1,000, which I think that seems pretty simple. $500, $1,000 split up into 5 $200 days, and I think you guys can do that pretty easily. The way I personally do it, I trade micros. I trade max size 3 micro contracts, and I target out 40 handles, and that's around $200. Or you can go with ICT Sun strategy, which is what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm kind of entering with 1 NQ contract, targeting 10 20 handles, making $200 to $400 each trade. But for you guys, I really want you guys to stick with only trading 3 micros, get your stuff in order, and that's what I did for these trades. I just traded micros so I can get my account balance up until I went crazy on my with minis, and I was up 1,000. Then I went a little bit crazy during the dump and just all the way down, back down to 276, which was my stop. Which it's whatever. It will happen to you. It doesn't really bother me because I get payouts, but still, it would have been pretty legendary. My first day was up a band, but bad habits, bad psychology. So I'm not trying to talk too much about bull, so we can go straight into how we can, or I can just visualize the risk management. Everything's gonna be a little bit messy. What is that noise? Okay, it's whatever. Okay, this isn't the recap by the way, so I'm not gonna go over the trades I took, but just as an example, we are gonna go on replay, and I'm just gonna show you what you have to do. So you see a setup. Let's just say we could re-enter off this for value gap. Let's scale down and find a 1 minute entry, because there was one earlier when we ran out this high right here. This is inducement, plus we also have this mitigation block and this fair value gap. All this combined is called an IOFED. We would want to enter off consequent encroachment, which is just the middle of this fair value gap, stop at the top of it. And since we ran out this high, it's also a turtle soup. It's just a whole plethora of stuff. So it'd be entering here, stop would be at this high, and you're only risking like $35 as a stop. You'd be targeting, is this low 40 handles? Because minimum would be 40 for me, and this is what we could be targeting out. Some people get emotional. I think I kind of did, which I think we'll just let that slide. So boom, we're on micros, and you just want to go for 3, and this is kind of unrealistic, but your stop is right up here. Take profit down here, $267. Let's go all the way to 275, and let's just boom, 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 boom. First take profit, you're done for the day. You're not going to go for anything else. You make your $200 and you are done. You go into the next day, you do the exact same thing until you are at around, let's say, 700. I want you to have at least 3 winning days. Then you can move up to micros, but I only want you to risk around $150 per trade. And that might seem like a lot, but when you see how much micros are a mini moves, oh, it is so much more. I think, how much is $150 as risk? I'll just go in terms of handles. So, ignore this. Only 1 NQ contract. Do not go more up. So let's just say max stop 12 handles. That's how much I have as max, no matter what. That would be 290, almost $300 risk for 1 trade. Would you really want to lose a 40 handle play? And of course, 40 handles is like $800, but still. it's better to target out lower sizes. So for this example, take profit, target out this low, 500, and I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna get stopped on this trade, but still. I don't really have anything else to go over. I'm gonna put this in raw. This vlog is gonna be way less, like, lower quality, just because I'm not feeling too good. But I'm not gonna turn to some depressed rant. So all you really gotta do, micros, minis, take your payout. I'll show you guys a payout. I'll get the payout. Unless I want to throw myself into drawdown, which I'm contemplating. If I do, I could put myself in drawdown. I'll just trade it as normal. I might upgrade my size just because I want you guys to experience what it's like to go through drawdown, have something to refer back on. So if I do end up going into heavy drawdown, you guys, or if you guys go into heavy drawdown, you can look at my guide on how to get out of it. Take it extremely slow, size down. I'll just have a simulation of what happens if you go into max daily loss, for example. You're down, let's say 2K, you get emotional, you blow yourself up. You have 1K of drawdown left if you're trading a 100K account. So what I'd recommend, trade only micros. You might have to end up resorting to maybe, let's say 3 contracts, 2 contracts, 1 contract. Whatever you can comfortably risk so you can blow your account in 10 trades. So risk like $100 per trade and risk it for 10, and then just go ham with however much size you have for 3 and Q contracts. But what I have in store for the future, this is a 5-minute talk. It shouldn't be too long. Get my payout, show you guys that it is actually possible to make money without selling a course. Because right now, at this very moment, I don't have anything paid, making all my money strictly from trading, and $50 from YouTube, which pretty nice. But other than that, you guys gotta know that I was scared to trade back then because there were so many influencers out there that were rich, but they sold a course. That was really disheartening to me because I thought that if you didn't sell a course, you won't make money or you're not going to be rich. Trading itself is just pointless. You can't actually turn it to full-time income. I'm going to show you guys it's possible. And one last thing I want to say. For a 100K account, 6% every month, you keep scaling that up. That's 100x gain. You're going to have 100K at the end of the year if you just keep scaling on from like 6%, 6%. That's easy. That's the eval. If you pass the eval in less than a month, you can make 6% in a month. So that's like you could double your account size. If you're on 150K, that's 150K. Aim for 6% a month maximum. Once you hit that, you are done. No more. And if you hit your max loss for the week, so if you're up in drawdown, just cut it. No reason to trade. So I wish I would have closed out with 1K. I would have had more drawdown to play around with. But when you're up above $200 and you don't have your winning days, do not trade anymore for the day, because the second you go into drawdown after being up $200, you will go absolutely ham. I've noticed it firsthand. I've done it personally. I've won 2 XFAs just because I was up. I took a small loss. I'm like, alright, I'm just going to take an emotional trade, get myself up above that $200. And this is how most traders mess up. If you miss and you do mess up, there's still more days. You don't have to go crazy. But it is really tempting to re-enter when you're above 200 and you go back down and you want to fix it. Just don't try fixing it. Trust me. It's just the stuff that'll blow your account. Build good habits as a trader. That's all I can say. So I don't think there's going to be anything in between. I'm going to play some Roblox until it's time for recap. Recap is in an hour. We're going to go over my trades next. And I think that's about it. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in an hour. Okay, so this is going to be recap for 415. I was up $1,000 on my funded account, and I dropped it all the way back down to 276. I already went over that because I have a pre-section of this video I recorded. But this is actually going to be the recap. So I want you guys to learn. This is actually a higher time frame, second stage redistribution. This is a market maker sell model on the higher time frame that we took, or we could have taken, internal plays off of. My chart may look messy right now, but I really want you guys to understand this. Okay, so ignore this. Let's just buy side and sell side of the curve. So my buy is going into the day. We had low resistance liquidity, which when you hop on the 5-minute, you can just see it just slow chop up, really slow, and then we hit our, I don't want to say epitomis, but we have our manipulation higher after accumulating for these 2 sessions, forcing us up higher, and we had manipulation, which took out this high right back here. Let me turn off these boxes indicator. So ran up this high, plus we had this fair value gap right here, which a lot of people would say this is a turtle soup, and that's justified. So what we had right here, this, hopefully I can explain this in a way that isn't too complicated. We have inducement, which is this false run up higher. This isn't the true run. This is just the one we have for the Judas swing, which you can see at 8:30 we had news, ran up higher. and we formed this high. So most people, they think that this is the high of day, it's going to go short because of low resistance liquidity or whatever they have, whatever concept. But we run out these, what was it, buy stops, we run out buy stops, and we go lower, and this retracement is our failure swing. Our failure swing right before our run lower, and you could see we absolutely dumped down. So when we have this manipulation leg, I'm going to clear this up. We have our manipulation leg here. We want to draw our standard deviation from this high down to this low in particular. And we have our, what was it? How do I explain this properly? We have our OTE with 705 right here, and 705 is what most people would call mean threshold or consequent encroachment over OTE range. And with this fair value gap also being consequent encroachment, this would have been perfect for a short or a turtle soup, because you could see we formed and engineered more buy-side liquidity at this high, and we came up, we ran it out, and retraced. Usually I'd be in off the top of this, and you guys know at 10 I literally can't see the charts just because of Fayed, so this was almost an impossible short to take. But right here, 750, our target would obviously have been this low-hanging fruit. This would have been a really good 63 handle play, but I was a Fayed. Sadly, I was not able to see it, which that is going to be my schedule for the rest of my time at school, so I'm unable to trade the most crucial time zone. But keeping that totally aside, if you would have missed this move, what we did have, and I think I taught most of you guys what this was, we have something called our mitigation block, which it is this low right here. It's this low of the distribution move lower before the retrace. Hold on. Alright, so this is our breaker right here, which we retrace into this, making it a unicorn. That completely aside, this low right here is a mitigation block just because it's directly after the run lower, so we want to draw this line out, and I don't actually go further than the wick. I only take entries, and the people who have been here for a while know that I've been telling you guys, only take entries off the wick, off the first tap of the mitigation block. And you can see how powerful that was. And usually I'd have my stop to the high of this fair value gap to see if we fully fill it, but I could have, there's no order blocks here, so I can't put Demi threshold, but this would have also been a good play, and we would have just been targeting out our 5th standard deviation, or actually no, we would have been targeting out this low, because once the standard deviations, this thing right here is met, we have no reason to continue pushing. Okay, yeah, this got messed up. I don't know how, but it did get messed up. Okay. And I'm going to go over my favorite model for trading. So we missed our market maker sell model, and we probably did return to our original accumulation, which is our original target, which is this right down here. And yep, you could see that we did. This original accumulation was met, so we came right back down into it off the second degree distribution. So once we finished the clean sell model, I'm pretty sure we went into lunch, and during lunch, this is where I want to see a retracement. And the short I ended up taking, this is my absolute favorite model. It lined up, so I'm going to mark out my narrative. 12 o'clock, we're running up higher, entering lunch. I want to see the liquidity sweep, which instead of our 2 and 2/5, this is our retracement or reversal range for our standard deviation. You can see we've just barely tapped and rejected it. Now you can see we're digging up deeper. We're starting to dig our way into it. Boom, you run out this high, and finally for our third one, forming the 3 drives, we just run out this high inside of our reversal zone. This is just a perfect short, and you can see as a final confirmation, we retraced into our fair. I don't think we retraced into it fully, as you can see, but we would usually just want to enter off a tap. Most of the times though, when I see something like this forming, the way I made 10K back in October, before I started the server, this setup formed for 1 week straight, and I was funded on my, what was it, 3rd funded account for 50K. I shorted almost like 2 NQ contracts like for a week straight on this exact setup, run out this high, stop at the top of the reversal zone, targeting out our 5th standard deviation. So running out our 5th standard deviation, I of course didn't target this. I only targeted our 2nd standard deviation, which had me up around $275. Directly after this, I started going crazy because seeing how much the market was dumping, the second we came out of lunch, which I'm going to mark out the time zone too, because directly after lunch, we can run up higher, false run up higher. Sometimes people call it a Judas swing, which I personally don't agree with that. The way I see it is just the time where we're good to trade again. And what do we have here? Another run on this low, and we have our standard deviation. And this right here, this is an IOFED. It's kind of like a mitigation block plus a fair value gap. It makes a higher probability. But don't let it fool you. It's literally just this wick low instead of a fair value gap. And keeping this fair value gap marked out, we engineered liquidity. So this could also be considered a turtle soup. We rated it out after accumulating all throughout this low right here. And this is also a stop rate right down here. But what's our overall bias after dumping this low? And we still have low resistance liquidity that needs to be met. and we actually did meet it, but still, where are we gonna head? We are gonna head lower. Of course, we're gonna head lower. We're not just gonna retrace after dumping around 200 handles. Market still needs to push lower. Is an incentive. Plus, we're inside of a higher time frame, as you can see right here. Run lower. This is our retracement. Secondly, redistribution. We are gonna dump. So, seeing as dump right here, this is the second entry, which had me enter make 1K. So being up $200, that's only 40 handles. IOFED off the mitigation block. My stop, mean threshold of this order block to the left, it was almost maxing out my position size, so if I would have taken a loss, that would have been all my profits I made today gone, which put me on edge. I talked about that in the psychology part of the video, and all I did was target out this low, which 42 handles, this is $800. So, right here, 12 handles, tapped into it, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get stopped out. I didn't get stopped out, it ran lower, it dumped lower actually. So, having this, you can see we just absolutely dumped to our 5th standard deviation, which is kind of demoralizing. In between, I got messed up. I started trading when I knew I shouldn't have traded. After retracement to this fair value gap, I entered, I got stops, and I was like, maybe it's gonna reverse. Maybe we printed a low of day because we hit our 5th standard deviation. I tried going long, lost all of my profits, but I had my stop loss at exactly where I began with the $200. My psychology, I'm dealing with it alright. At the moment, I was kind of pressed because I had no one to, blame on other than myself, which I'm glad I made the mistake because I can always go back on it. Remember that I made the mistake of trading when I wasn't supposed to, and it's all my fault, basically, because I also realized profits closed with up 1K, but it's whatever. We are going to get more, and my goal with this series, get one payout. And show you guys I can actually make money from trading. Prove it to you, which should be pretty easy. It's just, 4 more days of making $200, and I think we got it in the bag. So, do we have any questions? Any at all, you guys can unmute, say anything, you're good. I'm waiting. Lily, someone has questions, please.
Why are you so amazing at trading?
Oh, come on. That's the first thing you say after not hearing from me for a while.
So today,
You gotta get your psychology down. That was my #1 strength back then. I wasn't even a good trader. I think my risk to reward was like,
that's my.
or I had high risk to
That's
reward
mine.
actually, but still.
You said my name.
Oh yeah, risk
I
to
definitely
reward.
think my bad if I'm interrupting.
No, you're good, bro. Cito, what's up?
I just say like honestly, like psychology is even more important than having a good strategy or win rate.
Exactly.
You
It's
know,
way more important.
because like, yeah, for
They
sure.
definitely.
Like today, well, I mean, I've been losing so much, so like, I mean, that's the one thing I am proud of in my trading is like psychology. You know, because I've been, after losing so many times, you just hammer out your psychology enough. Because I mean, I've been losing forever.
I had it
But
down
like
in the
today,
bag.
like I only took 2 trades and then I just was done. Like I didn't even look at the charts. Like after lunch, I was just like, you know what? I got my money. I don't.
That's right. That's the good type of psychology. Make your money and leave the charts. Come back the next day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do for this entire series. People need to learn how to make money in the markets and not try making any more. Because that's your paycheck right there. You don't want to risk your paycheck.
Yeah, because like I mean, like market's gonna be there tomorrow. So if I made money today, why would I risk giving money back when I can just do the same thing tomorrow? So.
Oh no.
And plus, the longer the day goes on, the lower your setups are going to be probability wise. Like in the morning, like the closer to open, my setups are, the higher probability they will be to like hit. But like, and then the later in the day, like the less, because PA gets worse, etc.
Yeah, that's right. Really, we could go over that. I think most of my member psychology is getting good. One day I had everyone DM me saying they blew their account trying to trade bad conditions. That was the worst part of it. These people were actually good traders I mentored one-on-one. All of them hit me up. I just blew my account. I'm like, oh, jeez, man.
I have a question.
Yeah, that's another thing. Is just
What's
like
up?
being able to identify conditions when you just don't even want to
Yeah,
look at the
my
charts.
fault.
Because I mean, looking at the charts just in itself takes so much out. Like you can get so enveloped in it, and then that's all you're thinking about when you could just be having a good day or something instead of just
You
staring at a
overthink
computer.
it.
Yo,
Yeah,
Starlight,
keep
what's
it
up?
super simple.
So I'm still a beginner, so this might be a dumb question, but do the graphs restart? Like, do the trades restart? Is there a certain day of the year, month that like everything just restarts and then you just buy it up again?
Wait, can you repeat that, please?
like, okay, so the graphs, right?
Yep.
Does the like Nasdaq, does all that restart?
Reset? What do you mean by restart?
No.
Are you talking about like
Basically
seasonal
go into
tendencies?
zero.
No, okay, what it does basically, it just keeps on going, honestly, from where it goes, just boom, wherever it wants to go. Does that help it,
Okay.
or what were you,
It doesn't go to zero, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't
I
go.
I was just wondering if like the graphs completely reset, like if it went like all blank a certain day of the year.
No.
But yeah, no,
There is the
I
construct
got
change, which does mess some people up, but it just creates like a massive gap that automatically filled. Not much though. It just keeps on going. It's like, what was it? I have no clue how to explain. It's just something that has a beginning and it keeps on going.
Yeah, okay, thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah. So all you really got to do is just look in the past. That's how most of us frame out for trades. You just look at what happens in the past. We have our IPTA shift, by the way, so we can be expected to take out this low, these low, all these lows. Oh yeah, Woody, you see that we have our quarterly shift? So we can
Mantas.
what's
Yep,
up?
I see. Second quarter.
Yeah, this is gonna be our anchor right here. All we have to do is just start casting out, projecting this low. This low is gonna be the next low to get ran out. And yeah, what's up, Restover?
Do you use quarterly theory?
No, not as much. I just have it down there because I can't remove it. I try removing it, saving my charts. I restart it the next day. It's on my MacBook. So it's whatever. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I don't actually personally use it. I should start looking. I should get Days Quarterly Theory back. I'll start trading it a little bit more, looking into it. Hopefully this one won't appear and replace Days Quarterly Theory. But since I have premium now, or I bought the other one, I can have it. Okay.
Is the unicorn
You think
setup
you could,
based?
what is it, the displacement or whatever? You think you could show me the settings real quick, or like put a snippet of it in general?
What settings of what?
The like your Fibonacci, what is it called?
Oh.
The displacement.
Also, Jaslyn, what's up?
Standard deviation.
I was wondering if like the unicorn setup was basically like a
Type shit. Hold on, let me take
breaker
a
block with
screenshot.
the value
Jeez.
gap.
Okay, yeah, it is a breaker block and a fair value gap. I actually had a video on it specifically for it if you want to watch that. But it's where most people frame off their lower shorts, or they find it on higher time frame. If you could stick with one setup and just stick with the unicorn, I think that would help you a ton. I can find an example pretty easily. I'm pretty sure I can, honestly. You just look for the liquidity sweep, the low right before it, and you just look for the fair value gap. So, easiest one I can find at the moment, this one right here. Oh, we just completely missed over that. I'm sorry. Let's forget. Oh, shoot, something's burning. Okay. Low plus fair value gap. During a market maker sell model. It's just a fair value gap.
There has to be a liquidity sweep, right?
Yeah, there has to be liquidity. Who's oh, it's restored. Yeah, these aren't really good examples. I've had some days where there's amazing examples of it. I just can't find one right off the bat. Unless I'm looking hard. I guess, no, we didn't run out this high. You should be able to find it if you're actually looking. Oh, sorry, jeez. Everyone keeps getting interrupted.
What's a turtle soup?
It's basically just it's just a sweep with a fair value gap behind it. Let me see if this is one. Because, no, this one isn't clean enough. We did have one today. It's just a sweep with a fair value gap and some SMT behind it. You know what SMT is?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like a dead.
What? A dead what?
Like two
Divergence?
charts that like it like missed it or something.
Yeah, divergence. Let me pull this up real quick. My SMT chart is gone. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, SMT is like, I don't know how it is with Forex. That's why I more prefer futures, because I know the ins and outs of it. But yeah, it's just a different high or a low being made on each chart. It doesn't match. Okay, so higher time from turtle soup. It's literally just this high right here. So instead of taking out this high in other pairs, right here, fair value gap, liquidity sweep, tab into 0.5, consequent encroachment. Instead of doing this, if you look at ES or YM or the Dow, it's literally, we took out this high in NQ, but we didn't on ES. Or you could see that we're lacking, or we don't have the strength to push up. So for example, you could see on ES, it just ran out this high, and on NQ we're up here running out this high, and we start to see a reaction off of it. This is a turtle soup. and most people can get entries off of it just because it's 9:30. Most people wouldn't really be trading that. But this re-entry right here, I think you could clarify this as a unicorn. This actually is a unicorn just because you could see this high was made from our news, 8:30 news, ran this out. And this low right here was in line with the fair value gap. So this was just a unicorn right here. On the 5 minute.
Okay. Wait, how do you know like which SMT to like trade off of?
You typically, I mean, I just look at it as as a generalist approach actually. So whichever one, I'll actually try finding the actual example, or maybe what I just said is it. So yeah, exactly as I said, this high right here, this high right here. You can see my line right there. We ran it up, but we didn't right here. So this high being made right here, and this low being made right here. This goes for all pairs, by the way. There's no difference or which one you should take. So the ones being made at the highs, this is bearish actually. This means it's going to go down, or this means it's likely going to go down. So SMT with ES and SMT with NQ right here. So you could see this higher here. We did run it out, but you could see back here, it was prices lacking. It didn't show the strength. So coming up on it, we could see that we already took it out. We didn't right here. So running up to it, boom, we shot it out. This is our turtle soup short. And this is actually a perfect turtle soup short. Imagine taking this and holding through an entire low resistance liquidity. That would have made you so much
trade
money.
gold?
Gold, I used to back then.
Can you check out gold real quick?
I got you. Let's check out gold.
I just want to see what you see compared to what I saw.
Okay. I'll just do a quick analysis. Okay. First, I want to draw OTE. I want to see if it correlates with DXY, because my secret strat was literally just using DXY a ton. That's how I was able to have top precision. So I'm going to open up DXY. DXY, I think DXY is correlating a little bit better with NQ now, which I'm going to try incorporating it with my trades tomorrow. So we did tap into OTE. I need to see if we have a better reaction. What do you want me to see, like my analysis for today or what I'm thinking tomorrow?
Like, what would be your analysis for that? Like, well, yeah, today.
Okay, for today. Let's mark out our open. Actually, let's see if we have any type of power 3. So going over this, boom, we can see we have power 3 here. Accumulation, massive manipulation lower. All we'd be looking for after seeing this run lower, run below this low, Asia lows and London lows, and this external low right here. All we want to be seeing is a retracement. So hopping on the 1 minute, I want to see if we had our market structure shift, and you can see that we did right here. And this is all in hindsight, by the way. I think anyone can trade in hindsight easily, but it's building up the pseudo experience that helps a ton. I'm going to see how our OTE holds up right here. Just marking this out. See if we tap into it. We did, but there's nothing here I'd actually take. But this right here, running up above this height, this is our confirmation right here as our thing. What did I even say? Oh yeah, our market structure shift. And right here, I would want a retracement to here, and you can see we didn't get it. But we did retrace, not into a discount. So there would be no entries right here. Even though we knew the narrative was going to be pushing us up higher, we had nowhere to actually take a trade off of. Alright, we can start looking for an actual entry. If we looked at the higher time frames, we could look for a 2 or 3 minute fair value gap instead of here, or we could be watching for this inversion. But I don't see any high probability ones right now. Let's just go through it further in the day. Nothing much. This is a fake sell model, by the way. You can see higher time frame narrative is pushing us up higher. Market structure shift right here, retracement, discount fair value gap. A lot of people get messed up trying to short this. Price on here looks really weird. This is low resistance liquidity. You can see how it's just extremely slow chop lower. And price just shot to take all of that out. I don't really know what caused it. This run on this low, this wouldn't be considered a rejection block, so that's not clear enough. I mean, it's a market maker buy model for sure. But I don't know where you could find a low risk entry at. What about you? Did you get an entry for gold today?
Yeah.
Or was it at what time? Cause
I'm on the 5 minute chart. I entered around 1620
1620
for a buy. Yeah.
right here.
I can show you. Hold on.
Yeah, just stream. We'll look at that. Hey, thank you for everyone showing up to recap. Appreciate it. We have a good amount of people in here. All right, let's see this.
So I entered around like right here.
That's good. You're
On my
using that box
on my MetaTrader. On my
Yeah.
MetaTrader. I can show you. I entered on the futures as well.
I hear the Roblox in the background.
I'm not playing Roblox.
Dude.
Oh wait. Okay, no. It's facts. Okay, good.
Yeah. It's funny as fuck.
I don't know why it's not showing my entries, but on
Yeah,
my
it's facts.
futures,
Actually, it doesn't show your executions. Well, that's good.
I took an entry right here, and I put my take profit right here, and I got stumped out for
Nice.
like 300 profit.
Man, what is that? Is that a bull flag?
I mean, that's what I saw. Like I was asking, like, yo, am I in the right? So I just let it play out. I entered a buy here though, so
Yeah, I guess that's
either
right.
way, I was still profitable.
Yeah.
Nah, but no, check this out, bro. I'm lucky making a comeback, bro.
Yeah, wait, let me see how a max drawdown was. Wait, hold on, go down. I want to see equity curve. Scroll. Jeez, yeah. Making a comeback. That's nice.
Like I was like down bad, bro.
Would you say the server helped you?
Honestly, yeah, bro.
Hey, that's right.
Like I've had some trades where like I couldn't find an entry, but then you guys are like, oh, this looks like a good entry,
Oh, so you're
and I
single
get a good entry.
us. Come on.
Oh no. I just needed like extra confirmation because
Okay.
I'm not too
That's good. Oh,
confident
yeah,
on my
okay, yeah.
entry.
Use me as extra confirmation. That's the only reason why I was
Hey,
signaling.
no,
Like, I've had so many people that hit me up. Like, I say this isn't a signal. Like, take it, and then it takes a loss or it takes a win. And people say that
I
had
used to
full
be a
portrait
signal
kills.
bot.
Yeah, I remember that. And how much did you make from that?
Diamond balls, dude.
Yeah, I remember. Woody, oh yeah, Woody, you remember the 3 drives trade that occurred today? You took the exact same
Dude,
trade.
yes,
How
that
much did you
freaking
make?
passed my phase 1.
Yeah, I passed
passed
this
my
phase
phase
1
one
in
on
one
1-on-1.
call out.
It was funny.
Mhm.
That's where I got the diamond balls title.
Yeah, that one had to get revoked because too much people are being reckless.
Yeah, I also took this trade on the forex, so like this, I know it's not ICT, but like it was an uptrend, and it kind of broke uptrend, so I
jeez.
took the sell. But hey, it worked out though. I made like $50 profit. I entered right here, and I sold right here.
This is like 2020 strategies.
Hey, but it worked though.
Hey, but it worked
Yeah,
out.
that is true. If it works, it works.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro.
Good shit.
Alright. I just gotta get all my videos in here for my trading day. Then I'm gonna end this and we're gonna start the recap. Everyone that's watching this on YouTube, have a good night.